And the game just ends. Just ends. Raiders lose to the Carolina Panthers today, 36-22, and putting us at 1-2 on the season. Man, was that a very, very shitty game for us to watch. Wow. A lot to talk about, Raider Nation. A lot to talk about. I am fucking pissed off, man. Ravens, we show up last week. I'm going to take this in one take. I ain't doing no editing on this. We're going to put this shit out there. One take. Here we go. We show up with the Ravens last week, and we have this awesome connection after the second half. Minshew, the connection with Crosby, we rally through, and we fucking win on the road, right? We go back home. Carolina ends up, switching it with Andy Dalton. When that happened, I said, Andy Dalton's 4-0 against the Raiders. I know that weird-ass stat because it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. And when that was announced this week, I already knew that Andy Dalton's going to give the Raiders the run for their money, and we're probably going to lose this game. Sure enough, we overlooked the Carolina Panthers this week, clearly came in underprepared. The first drive, Andy Dalton just marches down the field, making our defense look like a fucking high school football team, making him look like Tom Brady, and he puts up 400 yards damn near on us. Multiple touchdowns. We couldn't stop shit. We couldn't do anything. How do we show up last week with heart, determination, grit, teamwork, and we show up like this today? Gardner Minshew throws an interception. He was just sitting back, our line kind of gave him a little bit of time. He just didn't know what to do with it. Got sacked like 5 times today. And he had time to make some throws. We're going to have to look at the film and make sure that shit wasn't there. But the times that he were glancing downfield when he was getting sacked, there were some receivers open. I saw at least out of the 5 sacks, 3 of them where he had somebody open. I'm not saying he got to hit every single thing, but we got to be better than that. We have to be better than that. Our defensive line with Andy Dalton, he had so much time in the pocket today. We got to him twice. Crosby comes in with a hurt ankle today, trying to do something. Watkins, I don't even know if he's on our team or even in the planet. I don't even know where he's at. And our defense just gets picked apart because Dalton's just sitting back and just literally waiting for the routes to develop. And when it comes to our offense, our offensive line is absolutely trash. Zamir White gets like a yard or 2 every carry, just runs right into the line, falls down, right into the line and falls down. Either he's hitting the wrong holes or the guy just has tunnel vision and goes right into defenders. It's ridiculous. We do not have a running game at all. No running game whatsoever. So all the pressure is on Gardner Minshew when you already damn near know Gardner Minshew can get hot and have a good game, but he ain't an elite quarterback. He ain't a top-tier quarterback, so let's get that right. If it's going to be solely on him with the mediocre line and no running game, good fucking luck if we're going to be able to beat some teams this year. I just can't believe going from last week to this, it's your typical Raider collapse. Head coach looks confused. Antonio Pierce looked fucking defeated. He looked confused. He had no emotion. When Mike Epps at the end of the game gets hurt and we're getting our asses blown out, he didn't even walk over there to check on him. He was like this. They showed him like this. Like, seriously, something needs to change. It's getting ridiculous. Every season, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Players not being fucking held accountable. We need to draft better. There's so many problems, guys. It's terrible to see a performance from last week, knowing we have some talent on this fucking team, and we cannot put it against the Carolina Panthers at home. This team is always shit the bed on times like this, and it just deflates the team, and it kills the team. It kills the season. This is the season killer games right here. I don't know what to say. 36-22, Carolina's defense was eating us apart. Eating us apart all game. We couldn't do anything. Oh, God. The game from last week to this, it's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable. It needs to be more consistent. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. That was such a bad game, dude. That was such a bad game to watch. It was so fucking painful the whole way through. Everybody just getting beat. Just the Panthers just beating our fucking ass. How does that even happen, dude? I don't even think they haven't beat anybody like that in 2 years. They were naming all these stats that they were kicking our ass and everything, and naming all these years of like they haven't done shit. I mean, it was like embarrassing, dude. Man, dude, like it's we got the Cleveland Browns next week at home. I mean, they're a mediocre team too. Are we? I don't know anymore. I don't even know if we're a good team or not anymore. After something like that and a performance, the coaching, just the adjustments, the players making plays. I mean, the shit was just terrible. Does not work. It will not work. Got to get the shit fixed. We need to fix that offensive line. We need to get the running game going. Devontae had a few drops today as well. I mean, Michael Bauer's trying to do what he can, making moves. He looks like a great playmaker, but Gardner Minshew just looking confused, line collapsing, vision just not there. It's not there. And then they throw Aiden O'Connell in at the last 2 minutes of the game. And, in the garbage time of the game, he's able to drive down. I don't know if, Aiden almost threw 2 picks on that drive. Quarterback situation's so fucked right now, guys. It's just, we got to make the best of what it is. But I still expect us to compete. I don't want us to tank. That's all I got for you guys. I wasn't able to make a video last week. I was at Disneyland. I really wanted to celebrate it. I don't mean to make a negative video again, but I could not make a video last week, and I have to make a video after a fucking performance like this. Cleveland next week, guys. I will be able to recap that game. I was supposed to go to this game. I sold my tickets 2 days ago. I spent a good amount of money with my family at Disneyland. I was like, you know what, dude? I'm just going to sell my tickets, not go to this game. Good thing I didn't go to that fucking game right now, because I would be pissed in Vegas right now that I had wasted my time, paid hella money for all my family to go, flights, car rental, bullshit. You get the vibes. I'm done. Like, comment, subscribe on the video. Let me know how this team is going to bounce back into Cleveland this next week, because today's performance just unacceptable on defense and offense. I mean, Carlson misses a kick. Bad. All bad.